I'm Jeff. I'm the storyteller in residence at the Delaware Art Museum. I'm really excited to see you. This is our second story video. You see, I love telling stories, and I also love making pictures. I'm hoping to tell a story and make some pictures with you. Today, I was thinking about the Delaware Art Museum and all of the great things inside and outside the museum. I was thinking about some of my favorite artworks. I just love this sculpture by the artist Tom Otterness. It's called Crying Giant. Look at his round body and round head. Wouldn't it be really fun to make a story with him? And what about this painting called Veronica Veronese? I love the way the artist painted her hair and her clothing. And look, there's a violin. I was thinking, let's make a story about the giant and Veronica, who plays the violin. Maybe we can make a story and those two characters are in the story together. What do you say? Yeah? Let's do it. Let's head over to my drawing board and we'll make a story together. Come on. All right, we're here at my drawing board. I'm really excited. I've got my big marker and lots of things to draw on. Our story begins with Veronica Veronese, the beautiful violin player. She looked like this. She had long flowing hair. And she had beautiful eyes, long eyelashes. And she had a big smile. There it is, the shape of the violin. Now in the painting, Veronica was known for having orangish brownish hair and bright red lips. Should we give her some? All right, let's do it. Ah, there, that's more like it. Now this was a special day for Veronica. See, she was invited to the mermaid's birthday party. You may remember from last video that there was going to be a special party and even the pirate was invited. In fact, all of the sculptures and all of the artwork in the museum were invited to the mermaid's party. And Veronica was asked to play the music. We all know that music is really important for parties, and Veronica was honored to be asked to play the violin. She practiced and practiced, and the sounds of her violin carried throughout the whole museum. Now, as Veronica was playing her music, she stopped. She heard something in the background. It sounded like this. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. What did that sound like to you? That's right, crying. Somebody was crying in the distance, and Veronica didn't know what to do. She stopped playing her violin and she listened again. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. It was a big giant, a giant with a round body and a round head and long, thin arms and legs. The giant had his head in his hands as if he were really upset about something. He was crying, and Veronica wanted to know why. She said, "Giant, what's wrong?" The giant lifted his head up and he looked at her and he said, "Veronica, the reason I'm so sad is because I've been invited to the mermaid's birthday party. And I love parties, but I always seem to ruin them. You see, being a giant causes lots and lots of problems." When giants go to birthday parties, they always bring presents that are too big. And of course, when they sit down in the party chairs, well, they break them. And then they're always walking around. They're not being careful. Sometimes a giant will smush the cake. Veronica asked the giant to come to the party one more time, but he said, "No, go ahead without me. I won't be any fun." The giant could hear Veronica's beautiful violin music all the way from the party. That made him cry even more. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. But then, something strange happened. The music stopped, and he heard everybody scream out, "Oh no, it's raining! The party's going to be ruined!" And they were right. Dark clouds rolled in, lightning flashed, thunder boomed, and the rain came down. If somebody didn't help out soon, the party would be a disaster. The giant really wanted to help save the party, but what could he do? He was the one that always stepped on the cake and always made a mess at the parties. How could he help? He needed a plan, and he always thought best when he walked like a giant. So can everybody walk like a giant with me? He did this. He walked and he thought and he thought and he walked and he walked and he thought and he thought and he walked until, aha, he had an idea. You see, the giant was the tallest artwork in all of the museum, and those clouds were up high in the sky. If the giant could use his height to do something, he might be able to save the day. When the giant stood up, he was as tall as the clouds, but the rain was still ruining the party. What could he do? Well, he stood up on his tippy toes and he stretched up and he reached into the clouds. With all of his might, he pushed them apart and the rain disappeared. The giant had done it. The sun was out for the party. It was going to be a great time, and everybody was excited, especially the birthday mermaid. The mermaid sat there on her rock. She looked at the giant and she said, "Giant, thank you for saving my party. You see, you thought being tall was a problem at parties, but it turns out you were a big help. The thing that makes you different actually made you special. You were the only one who could have moved those clouds and had the sun come out for my party. Thank you, giant. You are always welcome to come to a party with me." The giant heard the words that the mermaid was saying, and with that, something changed. A big smile came across his face. A big, giant smile. He smiled and he said, "It turns out that being a giant was a good thing. Instead of ruining the party, I saved it. There's something special about me. I'm really tall, and I was able to use my height to help save the party. I'm very happy and very proud." And with that, the giant joined his friends at the party and had a great time. That was so much fun. I'm really glad that the giant realized that the thing that makes him different actually makes him really special. I wonder what it is about you that's really special. I'll bet you there's something about you that's very unique. Sometimes the things that make us different make us stand out. Can you guess what my favorite thing to do is? Something that makes me feel special? That's right, it's drawing, and especially drawing pictures with you. I wonder if you could make a picture of something that makes you special or unique. I'd love to see a drawing of that. We have more videos coming, so stay tuned. But in the meantime, keep sketching, and I can't wait to see you soon. Bye.